Hello students, myself Rumapal. I am MA in Economics and method prepared with Mathematics. Today I am going to discuss about the problems on time and distance. In my previous session, I have already discussed about the formula of the speed, distance, etc. etc. In part 1 and part 2 of time and distance, I have already discussed. On the basis of that discussion, today I am going to work out problems on time and distance. Some problems on time and distance. Problem number 1, a boat takes 1.5 hours to go from one end of the Hooghly-Chinsurah municipality to the other end along the river. If the speed of the boat is 5 km per hour, what is the length of the municipality along the river? What time does the boat take to cover 21 km distance from Bandel Church to Imambara on the way? Okay, let us start the work out the sum. Let us start to work out the sum. Okay, to move from one end to the other end of the municipality, the time taken 1.5 hours. That means 3/2 hours. In my discussion of part 1 of time and distance, I have already shown the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Therefore, Hooghly-Chinsurah municipality is in length. The length of that means length of the Hooghly-Chinsurah municipality is speed into time. Speed into time. What is the speed? It is already been given. The speed of the boat is 5 km per hour. And speed is 5 and time has been taken 3/2 hours. So, the distance is that means distance means length is 5 into 3/2 is equal to 15/2 kilometer. Therefore, the length of the municipality along the river is 15/2 kilometer, that is 7.5 kilometer. Got it? Okay. Next, it is given in the problem the distance from Bandel Church to Imambara is 21 kilometer. The distance what time does the boat take to cover 21 kilometer distance from Bandel Church to Imambara? That means the distance between Bandel Church to Imambara is 21 kilometer. So, the distance from Bandel Church to Imambara 21 kilometer. How much time has been taken? Total time we know. Total time in the part 1 I have already discussed the formula. Total time is equal to total distance travelled by speed. So, the time is to be taken by the boat to cover 21 kilometer is total distance travelled 21 kilometer and speed is 5 kilometer, already been told. Distance is 20 kilometer and speed is 5 kilometer. So, 21/5, that means 4/15 hours. Here distance is equal to 21 kilometer, speed of the boat is 5 kilometer. So, 4/15 hours, that means I am converted it into minutes. So, that means 4 hours 12 minutes. So, what is the question? Question was, what time does the boat take to cover 21 kilometer distance from Bandel Church to Imambara on the way? So, the boat takes time 4 hours 12 minutes to cover 21 kilometer distance from Bandel Church to Imambara on the way. This is the answer. Okay, got it? This is the solution of the problem 1. Now come to problem 2. Problem 2, you see, a man standing at a distance of 250 meters from the bus stand saw a bus at a distance of 500 meters from the stand and started running towards the bus stand. The bus was moving at the time at a speed. The bus was moving at that time at a speed of 30 km per hour and he stopped at the stand for 40 seconds. The man was just able to board the bus immediately before it started from the stand. What was the speed of the man? So, I am drawing here. See, let us suppose position point A here, point A, point B is bus stand. Suppose point B is bus stand and the position of the man is at C. Position of the man at C, and the man noticed the position of the bus. The man was at the opposite of the bus. The bus stand is B. Man has to move 250 meters to reach bus stand and the bus has to move 500 meters to reach bus stand. Okay, got it? Now, suppose the bus was at the point A and bus 500 meter distance from the bus stand. Now, the bus was moving at the time at a speed of 30 km per hour and it stopped at the stand for 40 seconds. Okay, so 40 seconds. The speed of the bus 30 km per hour. 30 km means I am converted into meter. You know 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So 30 km means 30 into 1000 meter. 1 hour means 60 minutes. Because 1 minute means 60 seconds. So 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds. The bus moves 30 into 1000 meter in 60 into 60 seconds. Therefore, the bus moves 1 meter 60 into 60 by 30 into 1000 second and 500 meters 60 into 60 into 500 by 30 into 1000, that means 60 seconds. The bus reached covering 500 meters, reached bus stand. How much second has been taken by the bus? It is already calculated, 60 seconds. Okay, 60 seconds. So the bus takes 60 seconds for the stand and stop at the stand for 40 seconds. Stop at the stand for the 40 seconds. Now in the question it is written there. It is the question. It is been given. He stopped at the stand for 40 seconds, okay. The man was just able to board the bus immediately before it started from the stand. Before it started from the stand. That means the bus reached within 60 seconds, at the time taking 60 seconds and stopped there 40 seconds because as it has been told that the man was able to board the bus immediately before it started. That means the man was not able to reach the bus stand before reaching the bus in the bus stand. As soon as the bus reached the bus stand, the man just reaching there boarded into the bus. So obviously 40 seconds is stopped. 40 seconds the bus stopped at the bus stand. At 60 seconds it took to cover 500 meters to reach bus stand. So actually 60 plus 40, the 40 seconds. So the man moves 60 plus 40, 100 seconds or distance CB from 250 meter. You see, this is CB. Man was here, bus stand is here B. The bus has reached 500 meters at 60 seconds. Stop here for 40 seconds. As soon as the 40 seconds, here 60 seconds has been taken by bus and 40 seconds is stopped. So 60 plus 40, 100 seconds. When 100 seconds has been taken by the bus, then at that very moment the man reached bus stand and boarded into the bus immediately. Then and then bus started to move. So the man got only 100 seconds to board into the bus. Got it? Okay. And the bus took 60 seconds to reach bus stand, and bus stopped here for 40 seconds, and 100 seconds, when was 100 seconds has been taken by the bus, then and then man reached there and boarded into the bus immediately, and then bus started to move. So it means that the man got only 100 seconds to board into the bus. So now we move. The man moves 60 plus 40, 100 seconds, a distance to cover CB 250 meters. CB 250 meter covered 100 seconds. The man moves 1 second 250 by 100, 250 meter by 100, and the man, question was what was the speed of the man? We have to calculate the speed per hour. We know per hour means 1 hour means 60 into 60 seconds. So the man moves 100 seconds a distance, CB is equal to 250 meter. The 1 second, man took 1 second 250 by 100 meter, and man moves 60 into 60 seconds, that means 1 hour. How much kilometer covered by the man? Calculated 9 kilometer. 60 into 60 is nothing but 1 hour, and in 1 hour the man moves 9 kilometer. So the speed of the man is 9 kilometer per hour. So the speed of the man is 9 kilometer per hour. Got it? I think all of you have understood this. Okay. Now problem 3. A man running at a speed of 60 km per hour takes 36 seconds to cross a bridge 350 meter long. Another train of length 100 meter less than that of the first crosses the bridge at a speed of 45 km per hour. What are the lengths of the two trains? What time does the second train take to cross the bridge? Okay. Again I am telling you, 1 hour means 60 into 60 seconds, 1 kilometer means 1000 meter, and 60 kilometer means, that means 60 into 1000 meter. In 60 into 60 seconds, the first train moves 60 into 60 seconds, the fastest move, what was the kilometer? 60 kilometer per hour, that means 60 into 1000 meter. So 1 second, 60 into 1000 by 60 into 60, and in 36 seconds, because it is written here, a man running at a speed of a kilometer takes 36 seconds to cross a bridge. That means the 36 seconds, the first train moves 60 into 1000 by 60 into 60, that means 600 meter. The man running at a speed of 60 km per hour takes 36 seconds to cross a bridge, which bridge was 350 meter long. Now the train in 36 seconds, how much distance covered by the first train? In 36 seconds, the distance covered by the train is 600 meter. 600 meter. Okay. So this is 350 meter long, the bridge is, that means it is horizontal object. In my part 2, time and distance part 2, I have discussed about the horizontal object and the vertical object, and this is, here we have to apply the formula of horizontal object. Okay. The train crosses the bridge in 36 seconds, 60, the train crosses the bridge in 36 seconds, how much? 600 meter. 636 seconds, 600 meter. Already I have written here, this is written again here. Okay, 600 meter. In 36 seconds, the train travels its own length plus the length of the bridge. You know, horizontal object, in my part 2 time and distance discussion, I have already shown, if it is horizontal object, when a train completed the process of crossing, taking its own length plus the length of the bridge. So 36 seconds, if the train covers 36 seconds 600 meter, that means the train covered its own length plus the length of the bridge. Is it? Isn't it? length of the length of his own length, train its own length plus the length of the bridge. The length of the first train, how much length of the first train? The length of the bridge, how much? It has already been given, 350 meter. So obviously train owns length plus the length of the bridge, adding it is 600 meter. Then the length of the train is, first train is 600 meter minus 350 meter minus the, if you subtract the length of the bridge, then we get the length of the train. So the length of the train is 250 meter. 250 meter. Got it? So as the length is 100 meter less than that of the first train, you see in the, just notice the question here, which has been written here. It is written here, another train of length 100 meter less than that of the first crosses the bridge at a speed of 45 km per hour. That means the second train 100 meter less than that of the first. The length of the first train is how much? Length of the first train is 250 meter. So obviously the length of the second train is 250 minus 100 is equal to 150 meter. The length of the second train is 150 meter. Now the second train covered 45, second train speed is 45 km per hour. So the speed of the second train 45 km per hour, the 45 into 1000 meter and 16 to 60 second, I am again converted both. The 45 into 1000 meter move in 16 to 60 second, because we are asked to find out the time. So time has been written this right hand side. 45 into 1000 meter move in 16 to 60 second, 1 meter move 16 to 60 by 45 into 1000 second, 500 meter move in 40 seconds. 500 meter moves in 40 seconds, because why? Length of the bridge how much? 350 meter. And what is the length of the train, second train? 150 meter. You see, 150 meter, and length of the bridge 350. So 350 plus 150 is equal to 500 meter. So the second train has to cover 500 meter. So 500 meter, how much time is to be taken by the second train? Calculating, we got 40 seconds. So the second train takes 40 seconds to cross the bridge. So what was the question? What time does the second train take to cross the bridge? The second train takes 40 seconds to cross the bridge. And what are the lengths of the two trains? The length of the first train is 250 meter. The length of the second train is 150 meters, and the second train takes 40 seconds to cross the bridge. And thank you. Next come to the solution number 4. Okay. Mr. Hossein started at 12:40 p.m. to reach a place 100 km away at 6:30 p.m. At 4 p.m. he finds that he has covered only half the distance. By how much should he increase his speed per hour so that he can reach the destination at scheduled time? Mr. Hossein started at 12:40 p.m. to reach a place 100 km away at 6:30 p.m. and he has to reach his scheduled time is 6:30 p.m. He has to cover, starting 12:40 p.m. he has to reach his scheduled time was 6:30 p.m. and he has to cover 100 kilometer he has to cover within at 6:30 p.m. and he started 12:40 p.m. But at 4 p.m. he finds that he has covered only half the distance. So 4 p.m. to 12:40 p.m. how much hours? 3 hours 20 minutes. Okay, 3 by 1 3 hours. He moves half of 100 kilometer, that is 50 kilometer at when? 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. he has to he has to cover 100 kilometer. At 4 p.m. he has covered only 50%, half. That means he has covered at 4 p.m. 50 kilometer at 4 p.m. He takes, how much time he has taken? 3 by 1 by 3 hours. 3 into 1 by 3 hours. He takes 3 by 1 by 3 hours to move 50 kilometers. And at 4 p.m. he has taken time 3 into 1 by 3 hours and he moves 50 kilometers because half distance he has covered. So he takes 3 into 1 by 3 hours to move 50 kilometers. We know, as per my discussion in part 1 on time and distance, speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time. Total distance, how much he has travelled? 50 kilometers. How much time he has it has been taken by Mr. Hossain? 3 into 1 by 3 hours. So calculating, we got 15 kilometers. So speed is 15 kilometers. That means up to 4 p.m. the speed of Mr. Hossain was 15 kilometers. What is 15 kilometer speed? 15 kilometers per hour. Obviously the speed per hour. So 15 kilometers. Speed is 15 kilometers. Now the question was that actually he has covered 3 into 1 by 3 hours he has covered. So he has covered 50 kilometers. Then he has how much till yet he has to cover? He has left 6:30 minus 4 is equal to another 2 hours. At 4 he has covered 50 hours. So another 2 hours 30 minutes. That means 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours he has left to reach his destination. He has yet to move how much? Total kilometer he has to cover 100 kilometers. Already 50 kilometers has already been covered by him within 4. So he has to cover another 100 minus 50, another 50 kilometer yet to move. So he has to move 50 kilometers. How much? Within how much time? 2.5 hours. Because already it was 4 and 6:30 he has to reach his scheduled. His scheduled time was 6:30. So another 2.5 hours has been left. He has left 2.5 hours and he has to move 50 kilometers. So he has to reach within 2.5 hours cover 50 kilometers. So we have to find out the speed. Speed is equal to distance by time. Distance 50 kilometers and time is 5 by 2. After calculating, we got 20 hours. So up to 4 p.m. his speed was 15 kilometers per hour. 15 kilometers up to 15 kilometers per hour. Now we see his speed is 20 kilometers per hour. 20 kilometers per hour. That means he should increase his speed. Previously it was 15 hours, now it is 20. That means 20 minus 15, 5 kilometers more. He should increase his speed 5 kilometers more right now. Previously it was 15 kilometers per hour, now it has to go, his speed is to be 20 minus 15, 5 kilometers. He has to increase his speed 5 kilometers more. Okay. So he should increase his speed 5 kilometers per hour so that he can reach the destination at scheduled time. That means within 6:30 if he has to reach, then his speed is obviously his speed should be 20 kilometers per hour, and previously it was 15 hours, now 20 hours. That means 5 kilometers more he has to increase. Got it? Okay. Thank you. Now sum number 5. In a 12-kilometer race, a Tanga defeats a Kurd by 12 minutes. If the speed of Tanga be 15 kilometers per hour, what is the speed of the Kurd? What is the speed of the Kurd? Okay. Now, suppose here point A, Tanga and Kurd both are standing here. A race is between Tanga and Kurd, and the end point is C. This is 12 kilometer. My race is 12 kilometer and race is between Tanga and Kurd, and the end point is C. Okay, so Tanga and Kurd both started, and Tanga reached at C 12 minutes before, it is written there, if the 12 kilometer race at Tanga defeats a cart by 12 minutes, that means Tanga reach at the end point C before the cart, 12 minutes before. 12 minutes before, that means when Tanga has reached C, then the cart was at B, and actually this is 12 minutes before, that means 12 minutes path that has already been covered by Tanga before. Tanga has already been covered 12 minutes path which the cart yet to cover. The cart has to cover this 12 minutes path because the end point is C and the cart was as B. Then if the cart has to reach point C, then the cart has to go another 12 minutes. When the cart has to go another 12 minutes, then the Tanga has already reached the end point C. So how it is to be solved? So first we have to find out, we have to work out how much time has been taken by Tanga. How much time has been taken by Tanga from the starting point to reach the end point. If we can calculate the time taken by Tanga to reach the point, C, then if we add the time, if we reach then Tanga, cart was lagging behind Tanga. How much time it was lagging behind? 12 minutes. So first we have to find out the time has been taken by the Tanga. Okay. So start. The race started between a Tanga and a cart from A. When Tanga reaches at the point end C, then the cart reaches at B. That means BC is equal to 12 minutes path of Tanga. That is, cart takes 12 minutes more than Tanga. That means cart takes 12 minutes more because Tanga has already reached C. Cart was lagging behind Tanga by 12 minutes. Cart is taking 12 minutes more than Tanga. Okay, take 12 minutes more than Tanga because it was lagging behind. So first we find out the time taken by Tanga. Tanga moves 15 km path. 15 km, why 15 km? Because it is written there, the speed of the Tanga be 15 km per hour. The Tanga moves 15 km path in 1 hour, 1 km path in 1 by 15 hour, and race between, what is the distance for race? 12 km. So 12 km path is covered by 4 by 5 hours. We know 1 hour means 60 minutes, so 4 by 5 hours means, calculating we got 48 minutes. So already been written that the race at Tanga defeat a cart by 12 minutes. That means defeat means cart took 12 minutes more. So if the Tanga took 48 minutes, the cart will take then 48 plus 12 minutes more to cart. It has been taken by cart 12 minutes more than Tanga. So 48 minutes has been taken by Tanga. So obviously cart will take 48 plus 12, 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Okay. So cart moves 12 kilometers in 60 minutes. Why is 12 kilometers? Now race, the distance of race is 12 kilometers. So 12 kilometers, to cover 12 kilometers, how much time has been taken by cart? 60 minutes. 60 minutes. 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. We have to write the speed by hour only, generally by hour only. So the speed of the cart is 12 kilometer per hour, because 60 minutes is equal to per hour. 1 hour per hour. So the speed, that means per hour. So the speed of the cart is 12 kilometer per hour. What was the question? Question was, what is the speed of the cart? Therefore answer, so the speed of the cart is 12 kilometer per hour. Got it? Okay. That is for this session only. In the next session, I will discuss some other problems or some other topics, whatever may be. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself. Thank you.